This video will cover the steps on how to utilize the PVNMS Dashboard's two features, History Graph and the Current Graph. All right, let's go ahead and go over the dashboard feature on Proxim Vision MNS. All right, it's next to Admin. All right, so what we have here is several buttons. We have History. That's exactly what it is. It's going to be a historical option for your products. You have Current. It's going to read everything current. Of course, Delete, Previous, Home, and Next. That's going to be for the graphs over here. So let me go over here. Now, History and Current, they're going to have the same options. History is going to have a little bit more because it's going to ask for time frame. So let's go over that. And so we have Interface Statistics, which shows the performance plot for the selected parameters for the IF in the table. Okay. And then we have the AP TMP shows the performance plot for all other parameters, including Proxim devices. All right, so let's just go ahead and select that. So you could do octets, unicast packets, none, discards, errors, and all. And on the AP TMP, you could do we do errors, CRCs, PHYs, channel bandwidth, average SNR, both local and remote, TX rate, local SNR per antenna, remote, RAM and CPU usage, and then for the GX800 you could do RSSI. All right, so let's just say for instance we're going to do average SNR. Okay, so the first thing it's going to do is this is a TMP. Okay, I actually have a base station and a satellite. So this right here is my base station. I'm going to select that and click next, and then the next one's going to be my satellite. Okay, so the next is going to pop up as to from the time frame, whatever we want it to. Okay, so if I wanted to do, let's just say a week from exactly a week ago from here. Okay, or we could do, let's just say, or in the past X amount of hours, days, weeks, or months. Okay, so let's just say we just do a week, and then we just click finish, and now we're just going to have this table. Okay, as you can see, here is pretty much everything that has happened in the past week between my radio. Red is local, and then remote is blue is remote. Okay, so as you can see here, that's basically it. Now the table itself does have some limitations. Okay, and I'm not going to go over all of them. The best bet is to go to the PVNMS Users Guide. It does have the way that it keeps the records. It shrinks them up to a point. So you got to remember, the more radios you have, the table is going to get pretty big. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on current. Okay, now the current obviously is going to give you the same options here. Okay, the interface statistics. Okay, we could check up on errors, so on, and the same thing here. Okay, so we could have actually live 800 RSSI and 810. So let's just say we want to do a error count. Okay, so we're going to do the exact same thing. Now here, these are my 9100s, AP 9100s. So I could test these as well. Okay, so I'm going to select my one guy, and it's going to, this is the rate. Okay, and we're going to do 5 pulses per second. And click finish, and it's just going to keep on starting. So let me go ahead and do another one. Let's just say we do SNR. Okay, the same thing. We're going to do a local remote. Okay, 5. Okay, so this is going to go out, and it's going to start polling. Okay, as you can see, we're starting right here. Okay, now you could save it. Okay, you could export to CVS. We could save it as XML file. We could print it. We could zoom in, zoom out. We could pause. We could stop. We could do things like that. Okay, what this is if you have multiple of them, you could do previous, next. Okay, click on home, which one you want. Okay, we have different view types, especially if you have a lot of them. Okay. So if you're going to have a lot of these, just keep on going and going. Okay, and let's see here. We also have the table option, which is exactly what it is. Right? Some people prefer charts, some people prefer a table, but as you can see here, every 5 seconds, because that's what I told it to do, it's tracking our local and remote SNR. Okay, and the same thing for over here. Okay, for our chart now. And remember that this was specific to a week's time. Okay, so this is not live. This is our live feed right here. Okay, here I have nothing. Have no errors. So this is it's always a good sign when you have no errors. Okay, so that is the dashboard for PVNMS. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the historical performance data. This information is located in the PVNMS manual, okay? Section 13.1 historic performance data. All right, so the way that the system works is it maintains certain items for a certain amount of time and also records them at a specific amount of time, okay? Definitely recommend reviewing this particular portion. As mentioned, the table could grow pretty big. Your SQL table could grow pretty big, okay? Database. So the more you track, the bigger the table is going to get. So that's something that you're going to have to keep in mind, okay? As always, if you have any questions, please contact Proxim Technical Support, and we will be more than happy to assist you.
To learn more about Proxim Wireless and our solutions, please visit us at proxim.com or follow us at Twitter @Proxim.